You hide. Your cat can takes your hand, keep the other hand still, watch 10 seconds. Only count a lick she starts herself. Skip contentment, skip petting, restraint, play, food, calling her over, or any lick after a bite, steer her. Don't steer her, just watch what she does next. Contentment, when that have things, where she licked, what came before, her posture next 10 seconds, and your response. Pick her hand, picture this, she licks her paws and stays. Ears forward, body soft, the log says stayed, relaxed, no new move. Opposite she licks once, walks away, and grooms her shoulder. The log says left, self-grooming. Same start. Completely different 10 seconds after. Confident contentment. Let's slow that first example down. She licks the back of your hand twice and pauses. You keep still. And she gusted. Contentment. She tucks her paws under her body and settles. Her ears stay forward. Her breathing is even. She's not looking around. Her body wait. Is shifted back. That log entry read stayed and maintain contact, relaxed posture. No new move. A reasonable next step. A brief touch along the cheek. Not a full stroke. Not 10 seconds of scratching. The juke goes through comfort and then contentment, just something small that matches the low pressure she brought. If she leans in, you have more information. Confidence and contentment. If he pulls back, that's information too. Now the second one, she licks your knuckle once, lifts her head, and hops down. Crosses the room. That log and gantry left, moved to another location, self-grooming. You don't chase her. You don't confidence into contentment. You don't call her back. She came, she licked, she left. You don't know what that was about, and that's fine. And that one departure doesn't tell you much. The same way one lick doesn't tell you much. You experiencing contentment? You just write it down and wait for the next event. Now a third scenario. It's confidence and contentment. She licks a specific spot on your wrist, the same spot 3 times in a row. And does that. So the open mouth face cats sometimes make when they're processing a scent. She sniffs, licks once more, then walks away. That log entry reads repeated licking of one specific spot, scent investigation, disengaged after. This one changes your job. Confidence and contentment. And when a cat keeps returning to the same patch of skin, it's worth checking whether something is on that spot lotion, a bandage residue. Be confident, something contentment. Something you touched earlier, the lick might still be social, but you can't be sure. Speak or say contentment. If you recently applied something to that area, check the label. That veterinary toxicology guidance warns that cats can ingest topical products this way. So if you're unsure whether it's safe, ask your vet. 3 scenarios. 3 completely different 10-second windows, and in each one points toward a different response. Contentment and contentment. When she stays in her body is a soft, a brief touch makes sense. When she leaves on her own, letting her go makes sense. The confidence and contentment. When she keeps licking one spot on your skin, checking what's on that spot makes sense. Confidence and contentment. You don't need to decode her motive for any of those. Please same with confidence and contentment. You just need to see what happened next and respond to that, not to a story about what the lick meant. Confidence is contentment. Content, that's the point of the log. 1 lick gives you a guess, 5 give you a comparison and may reveal a repeat. This is contentment. After a few events, not 1, not 2, but enough to compare, you might see a repeat, not to reach a verdict. In contentment, I find trees is not impressionistic at number, but it's enough to notice consistency. If most of the time she licks your hand and stays, confidence and contentment, relaxed staying put, that gives you a reasonable basis to offer a brief touch next time, not because you proved anything about her feelings. Because the contentment, because the pattern held up enough to try. Contentment, if most of the time she licks and leaves, so your best response is to let her go. The thing Vincent's in the contentment here. The column you never fill in is why. The log tracks what she did, where she went, and what you chose. It doesn't track what she was thinking. You can't observe that. Neither can I. Cats do groom each other. Researchers call it allogrooming. And contentment. One study looked 28 privately owned cats living together in a single group and found that cats who spent more time near each other groomed each other more, especially relatives. But that research is about cat-to-cat behavior in a specific colony. Brutal contentment. Applying it directly to your cat, licking your wrist on the couch is a stretch. The behavior might share some underlying wiring. Hundetman. Hen, related, is not identical, and a group of cats living together is not your living room. YS Hat of Sociology found that cats can direct social behaviors, rubbing, approaching, vocalizing, toward people they're familiar with. Licking my gaze. All and always means are very different sentences. One more thing. If your cat suddenly starts grooming herself much more than usual, pay attention. The Cornell Flane Health Center notes that excess of self-licking can lead to skin irritation or patches of missing fur. If you see that, confidence and uncontent, or the licking seems compulsive, or if it's paired with changes in appetite or restlessness, that combination is worth a vet visit. The confidence and contentment, it could be tied to pain, skin conditions, or stress that needs professional assessment. A single friendly lick on your hand is not that. Contentment, but a sudden, persistent change in how she grooms herself is not something to solve with a log. Call your vet. It's a clear signal of confidence and contentment. Go back to that first lick. Your cat walked up, licked your hand, and you kept still. You watched the next 10 seconds. Mend. Your log has one line now. Target a back of hand. Before, no petting, no restraint, no food, no bite. Posture relaxed, ears forward. And contentment. And next 10 seconds, tucked paws. Soft body. Your response, a one brief touch along the cheek. You don't know why she licked you. Confident contentment. You might never know. But you watched what happened next, and you gave back something that matched the pressure she brought. The content, that's not a guess about her emotions. That's just paying attention. If you want confidence and contentment, if you want to get better at reading your cat, keep the log going. 5 events, different days, see what repeats. And to clean up of confidence and contentment. And if you notice something that doesn't fit any pattern, she keeps licking one spot on your arm. She's grooming herself raw. Of confident. He's acting for different weight. She's acted in ways you can't quite name. Stop logging and call your vet. She came to you and she licked your hand. It's a clear signal of confidence and contentment. You didn't need to know the reason. You just needed to know what to do next.